Hi there. I am going to try and put some new wiring on my winch, get some power out to it, and so I'm just going to use some Anderson plugs. I'm going to go through the process with you, how to clamp those ends on, and if this helps, awesome. Okay, first thing that we want to do is we want to just kind of measure and see how much of this coating on the wire that we want to take off. This is some 2-gauge wire that I have purchased. So we'll just kind of cut this off. So I've cut off one of the ends, just about enough that can slip on this piece. And I'll just come in and I like to kind of do it on the front end first. Clamp it. I'll work my way around. Okay, I've worked my way around, just kind of doing one side and then turning it 90 degrees and pushing down from the other, and that is basically it all crimped up. So now I'm going to kind of go measure from the battery to the end and see what length I need to do these cords at. So I've gone through, fed my wire through to the length I need, and I've cut off the ends. Now basically these are the ends of the Anderson plug, and so now I'm just going to go through and crimp these on, and then I'll kind of show you where I've fed through the Anderson plug on my truck and clipped that on. So I'm just going to crimp these on real quick. So I got this crimped on, cut on, and then I also threw some heat shrink tape over top of this to kind of help seal this, because it is going to be basically on this front end of the truck. So just so you can kind of see it a little bit better. And then because this is a bulk wire, I just threw some red electrical tape around here to help me remember that this is the positive wire. So I got both the ends crimped up. I got my positive and I got my negative. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert these onto the Anderson plug. And there is a right way to do it. You want this flat side with just that little nub kind of on this same flat side, because it will push up on those little tiny metal pieces. I don't know if you can see it in there. And it'll clip in. So I got my negative, because this is my red for my positive, so I got my negative to my negative terminal. So I'm just going to insert that like that, and you just push until it clicks. And same thing with my positive. This one's going to be a little bit difficult because the wire's kind of twisted. So I'll kind of do that off camera, but kind of twist it and I'll get that plug in. So I have now reconnected the battery. So basically here's my positive end for the front end. This is actually to the back end, to the back receiver hitch. So I have the Anderson plug back there as well on my truck, connected through these capacitors or resistors or whatever they are. Wire positive comes down through here, and this is the positive wire. We can get it to focus. There we go. This is the positive right here, and it comes into this connect, and then the ground I've just gone through and I bolted it to the frame. So now I can just do an Anderson quick connect right underneath. And it is also a front end receiver hitch, so that way I can pull off my winch whenever I need. And it is, so we'll go out, and that's pulling it out, and then I can pull it back in. So it is live even though the truck isn't, so it's always hot, but eventually I can So that was my morning project, and we got it fixed and all hooked up, and it's ready to go. Thanks for watching.